G'day all, we're out here at Epping. This is the second home network we've had to install. We're just about 70% of the way through this one. We've mounted the cabinet, we ran all the cables, we're just fitting off all the Cat6 connections. There's about 11 or 12 in all, going to two separate sections of the house. So we've got our cabinet up, we've got all our cables run up the back there, and because we're running near power, we've got them all saddled up there nice and neat, and we've run it in some white PVC conduit to get separation from the power, down, and then it's all saddled up under the house to go to the second part of the house. This house is like two separate houses joined together, and then the one's going to the main house. We've got run up the back, same again, due to the power there. Got it running in conduit up over the back, and because we've got power here again to keep separation, we've run it in some conduit and saddled it up. And that runs right down under the house and then up into the other connections. So we've got a 12 RU here. We've got a Jackson power board here with inbuilt circuit breaker, TP-Link 24 port gigabit switch, cable management, and we're just fitting off the keystone patch panel up the top. So we'll keep moving on, and we've got a colleague inside doing all the internal sockets. Once we do all those, we'll fit it all off, then we'll do our we're just certifying this network to a gigabyte, so we'll certify to every port, we'll test it, wire map it, and make sure it complies and meets 1 gigabyte testing. So we'll get back into it and we'll show you the finished product when we're done. Thanks. So we've got our first aid in, so we're just doing a wire map test. So wire map's all good, wired correctly. We use the A standard here. We do ours now. We're just doing a burp test, bit error rate test, and then we'll do a gigabyte test, and we can certify it for 1 gig. It's just a home office network. As I said before, this is about the third one we've done in as many weeks. We're halfway through another one over at Kingsford for some uni students. We've just fitted a WAP, we got another WAP point to fit, and a second comms cabinet, so that's all good. So that's just saving the test. We'll just move on to the next one. So we'll test them every point and make sure they meet at least 1 gigabyte certification, and all the wire map's good from point A to point B. So we've just finalised it, terminating all the cables, got them all set out there. Cable management's in. We're just going to sit the patch panel back in. All our Cat6 have got little doors on them, so when they're not being used, you can just close them, protect them from dust, moisture, dirt getting on the pins, and we'll put it all back together now. And the panel's starting to come together now. 12 RU. You can see we've used it's a HFC NBN connection, so we've relocated here to port 24 on the patch panel. We've used a F barrel connector for a keystone gateway, so it sits into the panel nice. Run it round the back down to the NBN modem that's located on the shelf we're fitted. So cable management's almost done. We just got fit off 4 on the last 4 there, 9 through to 12 in the second part of the house, and we'll come through, patch them and test them all up, put it together, put the door on, and we're done. And job's completed. We've tested every outlet, everything passes, all packed up, and another job completed. Thanks.